Okay, so Chase UK have announced an update to their cashback program. We have a Revolut credit card on its way, and Monzo are joining the easy access savings account party. There's a lot happening in the world of digital banking right now, and banks like Chase UK, Starling, and Monzo are all leading the charge in introducing new rates, rewards, and other incentives to capture our attention and money. So, in order to keep you routinely updated and deal with the fact that every review I seem to make is redundant within a couple of weeks, I'm going to routinely publish a video update discussing news from the world of digital banking. And first, we're going to discuss Chase UK, who just last week made a huge announcement.
Introducing Chase.
Now, for anyone that's been living in a cave, Chase UK is the fastest growing digital bank in the UK. In just 1 year, they attracted over 1 million customers, a milestone that took both Starling and Monzo roughly 3 to 4 years to achieve. And they were able to do this by giving all new customers 1% cashback on pretty much all purchases, 1.5% interest on a savings account, and 5% on roundups. That trifecta of rewards was the reason for their accelerated growth, except the 1% cashback would only last a year. So I think it's safe to say that management got together and started cooking up a scheme in order to replace that rewards program. Let's face it, some people were bound to withdraw their deposits and close the account after it ended. So the scheme Chase UK cooked up is essentially the same thing, but worse. Basically, for accounts whose cashback has expired, they will still get 1%, except it's now capped at £15 per month. And to qualify, you'll need to deposit £500 into your Chase account each month. Now that excludes internal transfers, so you can't just move money from your Chase saver into your current account. What qualifies as a transfer would be any money deposited from another bank via a transfer or standing order, or like a salary payment, or like universal credit. Now, that's for existing customers. For new customers, if you sign up right now and before the 1st of May, you will be able to get on the existing program, which is unlimited cashback for 12 months with no cap or deposit required. It's great. However, after the 1st of May, that program will cease to exist entirely, and the new cashback offer will just be 1% and capped at £15 per month. And the only benefit for new customers is that they don't have to make the £500 per month deposit. So if you're thinking of signing up for Chase, then make sure to do this before the 1st of May, as after that, the cashback program just won't be as good, as it's going to be capped at £15 per month. I also find it interesting that they're now pulling back this offer. They've obviously spent a lot of money encouraging users to sign up and obviously had a lot of success, but now it feels to me as if they're reducing their customer acquisition costs. I imagine Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan, is pretty satisfied with what they've done so far, and now it's just time to pull back and perhaps let the other benefits of the account do the talking. For example, they recently updated their app, and it is a lot nicer and intuitive. The card is also still a great travel companion, as it uses MasterCard's exchange rates, has no fixed fees, and you can withdraw up to £1,500 per month. But is that still enough to overcome the loss of unlimited cashback? Surely Chase knows that this will likely reduce their competitive advantage. Also, what won't help is that the Chase Saver account, another part of their reward trifecta, is no longer market leading. It was when it launched at 1.5%, but now at 3%, unbelievably, this isn't market leading. So if tomorrow was the 1st of May, then for me, this account is no longer that enticing. But I'd be curious to hear what you think. If tomorrow was May Day, would you sign up for this account still? Would you be enticed or incentivized to join Chase, even if the cashback was capped at £15 per month? I know £15 per month in cashback is still free money, but when banks like NatWest are giving away a huge amount of money to sign up, I think it's £200, then this pullback from Chase certainly evens the playing field. So I'm pretty sure over the next few months and before May, just to help them maintain their competitive edge, they may increase the rate of their Chase Saver, possibly to 3.25%. Nutmeg, an investment platform owned by JP Morgan, is also now available on the app. You can open an account, and if you pay in at least £1,000 by the 5th of April, then you'll receive a reward of £100 after the 30th of June. You just need to remain a customer and keep the minimum investment contribution in your account. So you might be able to withdraw some of that £1,000 and still be rewarded. Chase has also increased their current account interest rate to 1%, which on its own isn't that compelling, but just like the addition of Nutmeg, it certainly adds value to the account as a whole. Although it doesn't touch Cruise 3.03% on current account balances, and as far as I can tell, the 5% interest on roundups with Chase UK will remain, and there is talk of a credit card, which I've kind of expected since I saw this video of their CEO on Bloomberg.
We do not offer credit at the moment, though that's our plan in the medium term.
I mean, they were always going to do some sort of lending product. After all, JP Morgan is literally burning through cash with Chase UK, so Jamie Dimon is going to want to try and find ways to recuperate that investment, and credit cards and overdrafts can be very profitable. Speaking of credit cards, Revolut has now introduced one in Ireland. Revolut's head of corporate communication shared this update. Basically, to encourage people to sign up, Revolut credit cards in Ireland will give you 1% cashback on all purchases for the first 3 months, although that is capped at €30, and after 3 months, you get unlimited cashback at 0.1%. And if you're on the Revolut Metal plan, you'll get 0.2% cashback and 1% outside of the EU. They'll also have 0% interest in the first 3 months, as long as you meet the minimum monthly payments, and the credit limits will vary from €500 to €10,000. I think this is a good move from Revolut, especially because they have virtual cards, which means you could open a credit card with them and immediately start using it. And when it comes to spending internationally, that 1% outside the EU is compelling, particularly if you want to make any big purchases with international e-commerce stores, or just head over to London and benefit from Brexit. I mean, someone has to. I also hope this helps further increase their case for a banking license here in the UK. Although what won't help their case is Revolut's 2021 financial accounts, because they are yet to be published. But they are apparently almost ready and are being signed off this week. There are also rumors that the FCA are on the verge of giving them authorization with restriction, which is like a pre-banking license. Kind of like when you were a kid and you have training, unless you are a kid, maybe you're a kid watching this, you might be. But when you're a kid and you have training wheels on your bike, and if you don't fall off, then your parents let you take them off. So if Revolut's accounts are good and they're able to ride their bike upright without falling over, then this may be the year they get a full banking license. And that in the UK would be a big deal. It would provide their customers deposits with FSCS protection, which right now they can't provide on current account balances, and it probably puts people off opening an account. This week, Monzo just introduced their own 3% savings account. It's easy access, so you can withdraw and spend freely without a penalty. But honestly, I just don't think it will make much of a splash. I can't really see this attracting a lot of new customers, although I'm sure it will help increase the overall perceived value of the account. And I'm also sure it will encourage existing account holders to deposit more of their savings directly with Monzo. Because historically, Monzo has provided savings accounts, but they are with third-party banks and typically fixed, which means your money is locked up. And Monzo obviously knows that this comes with its issues. One, because interest rates are consistently changing at the moment. People right now don't really want their money locked up, as we're all afraid of getting a rotten deal. And two, I doubt Monzo can actually leverage any funds that are deposited in third-party banks for lending, so things like overdrafts, loans, or Monzo Flex, which are all ways they make money. So it's absolutely in their best interest that customers deposit money in Monzo and not banks like Oak North, and that way they can leverage those funds and hopefully achieve profitability, which we know they so desperately want.
We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
This is possibly the same reason why last December, Starling Bank announced their new 1-year fixed term at 3.25%, and just last week, they also announced a new 1-year fixed savings account for businesses at 2.5%. But I think as a means of competing with Chase and Monzo and other providers, we could see Starling increase the interest rate of their 1-year fixed for personal accounts, and maybe even introduce an easy access savings account, which I'd love to see. Thank you for joining me for today's video and making it to the end. Let me know in the comment section if you'd like more news or update videos like this one, and perhaps we could make it into a series. Give it a like if you enjoyed it, and please consider subscribing to the channel. See you in the next video. Goodbye.